Hello and welcome to another Stamp with Amy K Facebook Live video, and I am just going to take a second to make sure that I am live out here where I want to be, which it looks like I am, but I got to pull up the comments here quick to make sure that I can see what you guys are saying and if anybody's hopping on to join me. So, all right. Today I am going to show you, I've got a little set of cards that I've been working on, and I'm using the Back on Your Feet stamp set, which is a real cute one, a new one from the annual catalog. Hey Vicki, thanks for joining. So hi Diane, thanks for hopping on today. So all right, so I'm going to be using this stamp set, but before we get going on the cards that I'm going to show you, there are a couple things Stampin' Up. Hey Vicki, all right, she's back. So a couple things that Stampin' Up announced this morning that I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. Hey, Catherine. So, all right, glad I was online to see it. Yep, I'm glad you were too. So thanks for joining in today. So first things first, Stampin' Up announced and let us know that they are going to be doing a clearance rack update, and they're going to be putting stamp sets for the first time ever on the clearance rack. And that is going to be starting at midnight tonight. Mountain time, so it'll be 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, and you'll have to figure out your own time zone from there. But but they are going to be doing an update and putting some stamps out on the clearance rack. This is a list, and I'm sure it's teeny tiny and you can hardly see it on the video, but I did post the list with pictures out on my blog today. So if you go take a look at my blog post that is up today on the 25th, I guess it is, of June, you can see the list and see what stamp sets are going to be included. I have no idea what the prices are going to be yet. They didn't post those. They just posted a list of the stamp sets. So I've got those out there, and you can take a look at those when you have a minute. The second update, ta-da! I wanted to make sure that everybody saw this, so I printed it out. The trimmer blades are going to be available again to order while supplies last. So make sure that you get on and get yours ordered, starting on Thursday, June 27th at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And again, that's Mountain Time, so you'll have to translate it to your own time zone. Hey, Karen, thanks for joining today. So make sure that you jump on. If you are in need of trimmer blades and want to get some ordered, go order them in my online store. The fastest way to get them, I know I've had some people asking me if I can order them for them, but I'm concerned about trying to do that because it's going to take me longer to enter in multiple orders than it is if you all just hop on and get your own ordered quickly through the online store. So that is how I'm going to recommend that you do it. I can try to order them for you, but if I get a stack of them lined up, I'll just kind of have to go in order and hope that I can get as many as I can. And I can only order 3 at a time per order, so I have to put in the entire order for one person for 3 blades and then go on to the next person. So it's really best if you can order them. If you need them, get them ordered yourself through the online store. It'll be easiest, fastest, and your best bet for getting them. So if you have questions about it, let me know. But hey Patricia, thanks for joining today. Glad you were able to hop on. So those are the 2 updates that are happening with items soon. Is we got the clearance rack update starting tomorrow, and then on Thursday the trimmer blades are going to go active for ordering for as long as they last. And then there are 2 other exciting promotions that are coming. Now I will say that this says it has begun, but it has not, so we can just sort of lay our finger across that for now. But bonus days are coming back, and if you have been a Stampin' Up customer or have been around for a little bit, you probably remember bonus days from last year. How it works is any order that you place between July 1st and July 31st, for every $50 that you spend, you'll get a $5 off coupon that you can spend on an order between August 1st and August 31st. There are no limit to the number of coupons that you can earn. So if you put in a big order in July, then you'll have a big stack of coupon codes to apply to an order, to several orders, to however many orders you want to place them on in August. And the coupon codes, again, there's no limit to the number that you can get, and there's no limit to the number that you can redeem on an individual order. So if you get 10 coupon codes, you can get a $50 in merchandise free from Stampin' Up on a single order in August. So let me know if you have questions about that. More details will definitely be coming on my blog, but most of the details are posted out there today. So if you go take a peek at my blog post, you'll see that. And then one other very exciting thing is Stampin' Up is doing a starter kit promotion. So if you are interested or have any interest in learning more about becoming a demonstrator, drop me a note, let me know. I would love to have you join me. I know that some of you guys are really good ordering customers of mine, and it definitely would make sense for you to become a demonstrator yourself, because then you get the 20% discount on your own orders. So if that is you and you order a fair amount, join the team. Then you get the discount for yourself. So anyway, Stampin' Up! Is doing a promotion starting July 1st, running through August 31st, that you will get an additional $30 in merchandise free in your starter kit. So again, that's July 1st through August 31st. So you get to choose $155 worth of merchandise for your starter kit, and you still only pay the $99 plus tax if that applies to you. Ship the order kits, or the starter kits is what I'm trying to say, ship for free. So you get free shipping on your starter kit. So definitely that is an awesome deal. And then on top of that, the following month, you will get a coupon code from Stampin' Up! By email that you can apply to any order between that time and October 31st. So that's a nice little awesome bonus that you get extra in your starter kit when you join, starting July 1st. And then you'll also get a little extra bonus in that you get a coupon for an additional $10 off any order that you place between the time that you get the coupon code and October 31st. So let me know if you have questions about that. Again, if you're interested in joining, I would love to tell you more details. I can tell you all about it. But it's a great deal. If you order a fair amount of Stampin' Up! Stuff, definitely join. I mean, it's worth doing, because then you get the discount for yourself. And if for some reason it doesn't work out and you can't maintain the quarterly minimums, then you just go back to being a customer and everybody's all good. So anyway, if you have questions about it, let me know. I will be posting more details, more information about it in the future, but just wanted to let you know that that is coming up starting on July 1st. All right, so back to the cards. So again, I use the Back on Your Feet stamp set, which is a cute little stamp set. It's a new one from the annual catalog, and it's sort of one of those that it's for get-wells or anybody that's kind of having a rough time, for whatever reason. You can send them out. They're just kind of fun little cards. I agree, Karen. It's definitely worth joining, and Karen doesn't regret it. I know she likes it. She's definitely been enjoying being a demonstrator. So anyhow, so we got this cute little stamp set is the one that I used for the cards today. And I have two of them done. I just went ahead and did these ahead of time. I was playing around with it. So we've got one with a little turtle on it here. And it says, "Hope you're back on your feet soon." And these are the new scallop note cards that come with a matching envelope. And there are 4 different colors in the pack. And then I used a little bit of Designer Series paper from this one is from the Regal's Designer Series paper stack, the 6x6. And then on the inside, there's just a little note on the inside that I used the rectangle stitched dies and just cut around it and added a little note on the inside and put a little bit of Designer Series paper. So again, this is one of the note cards. And then I've got the other one here that I have done with the sloth on it. And you know, I like his little sentiment because he looks pretty pathetic. So anyway, and then got the same sentiment on the inside that I used here. So again, the same little set of note cards, the scallop note cards. It's all in the same pack. So the one that we're going to be working on today is actually going to use the giraffe. So I've got things, I kind of did a few things ahead of time, just so that I didn't have to sit and die cut this all in front of you. Diane says she ordered that stamp set today, and it's going to be one that's going to be delivered, so you'll have fun with it. It's a cute set. I like it a lot. So today we're going to do a little coloring on the giraffe, and I'm just using Stampin' Blends. And again, I went ahead and pre-cut this out. I should show you this is the set of dies, the stitched rectangle framelits dies that are available in the catalog. I just used one of them that fits on the card front, which I think was this one. Anyway, but it fits pretty well on the card front, and then the one that was the next size up fit perfectly on the inside of the card. So that's the die set that I used for cutting most of the pieces out. I'm also going to use the Stitched Shapes framelits die for the sentiment, but we'll do that in just a second once I get that stamped. So I went ahead and pre-stamped this in Tuxedo Black Memento ink so that I could use my Stampin' Blends with it. And then we are going to do a little bit of coloring. I'm going to do the body of the giraffe in the So Saffron blends. I'm going to start with the light one. And again, this one, it doesn't require like tons of really, I don't know what I'll call professional looking shading. It's a fun little stamp set, so I did not really worry too much about making sure that everything was perfectly colored and perfectly shaded. I do like that Stampin' Up! Has made the shading a hair easier for me on these because they put in sort of the dark lines where we're supposed to put dark colors when we're doing our coloring. So I went ahead and just using the light So Saffron blends first and getting the color on him, on the background. And then I'm going to take the dark and come back in here and add in anywhere where there's a little bit of the dark shading that Stampin' Up has put in on the stamp for me already. I'm just going to go ahead, add a little bit of a dark low light, I guess. I was going to say highlight, but that's not the right word. So add a little bit of ink in a few areas around here. And then I'm going to come back in with my light blends and sort of just blend together the two colors of ink. Try to get it so it doesn't look too blotchy. And again, you know, I just didn't take a ton of time to color these because they're cute images, and if they're not perfectly done, that's okay, because it's just a fun little card and a fun image. So that is all. So, all right, so that's it for the So Saffron. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Calypso Coral to color in his spots. And again, I'm starting with the light and doing that over the majority of the spots here, or well, I guess over all the spots. And then I'm going to come back in a second with the dark. So hopefully y'all can see that. Hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. It's a little rainy here today, which I don't necessarily mind because that keeps it a little cooler. We're supposed to get a little steamy for those of you in the South that I've been making fun of you and saying, you know, you guys have been complaining because it's been really hot down there apparently. And I've been, of course, sort of getting in a few jabs now that I've moved up north. Since this winter, I know you guys are going to be making a lot of fun of me. So when I'm buried in 8 feet of snow up here. But it's been a little cooler up here, and we're supposed to get hot this week. So we shall see how that all goes and see if we get as warm as we are scheduled to get here. It's supposed to get real steamy and hot, but we'll see. All right, so just went back in and colored a little bit over the top of the spots with the dark, with the light, and blended the two together. And then I'm going to use a little bit of soft suede on his hoofs, feet, whatever you want to call these things. Again, starting with the light, and then coming back in and adding just a tiny little bit of the dark, and then blending the two together. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit of gray granite. It's the light gray granite that I used, Stampin' Blends, to color underneath the giraffe, just to make it so that it appeared that he was standing on the ground and not sort of floating in the air. And then I came back in with the color lifter and kind of just lightened it a little bit so that it wasn't quite as obvious of a dark gray, looked more like a little bit of a shadow. He was out in the sun or something like that. So that is it for the coloring on the giraffe. Like I said, it's, you know, I kept it pretty basic when I did these, kind of super simple. And then I've got a little bit of the Calypso Coral Designer Series paper from the Subtles DSP or the 6" by 6" Subtles Designer Series paper. I'm going to add a little bit of snail to the back of that. And again, I pre-cut. This is about 1 inch wide, and I'll put all the details out on my blog tomorrow as far as the cardstock cuts and all those details, so you can take a look at that tomorrow. So I adhered that on the card front, and then I'm going to take my little giraffe and adhere him with a little snail over the top of that. Oops, did I get marks on him? All right. So we'll go ahead and stick that down. And then I'm going to take, get a little bit of paper here that I've got cut, and I'm going to take some Calypso Coral ink. Thanks, Karen. I'm glad that you like it. So it's a fun set. Like I said, I wasn't sure how much I was going to use it, and then I got it out and started playing with it, and I like it a lot. So the sentiments to me are fun in it, so that's part of why I like it. So I did this is not good, since his little neck is all tied in a knot. So I used that as the sentiment for this one. I'm going to pull out my die cutting machine here, and it's going to again take up the whole screen and bang around, so I apologize about that. I'm using one of the stitched shapes, which I should have shown you that before it's all up in your face, but just using one of the circle dies here from the Stitched Shapes dies, and I'm going to cut out my sentiment with my chewed up cutting plates. All right, let me get this out of the way. Okay, so there we are. We got the sentiment done. We're just going to add a couple little Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of it. And hopefully the joining promotion that I just talked about has got you all thinking, if you're not a demonstrator already, thinking about joining, because it's a really good deal. And again, if you have questions, I'm happy to answer anything. So that's basically it for our card front. Again, I just kept it on all three of them, just kept it very simple, did a little bit of coloring, added the strip of designer series paper, and then adhered everything together. So on the inside with this one, we're going to do a little bit, again, I've pre-cut this with one of the rectangle stitched dies. We're going to stamp in Calypso Coral ink. Going to do the sentiment on the inside. Hopefully I'll get it straight. So that's my inside sentiment for it. I'm going to set that aside for a second, and we're going to adhere on, again, a strip of the Calypso Coral Designer Series paper from the 6x6 pack. And it's cut to about a 1/2 inch wide. And hopefully I haven't put the snail on way too high, which if I did, I'll just roll it down. But all right, so got that adhered onto the edge of the card here. And then I'm going to take my snips, trim it off, and then we're going to adhere the inside sentiment together. Thanks, Vicki. I'm glad that you like them. It was a fun little set to play with, and a fun set of cards I think we ended up with here after I got all done making them. I was pretty happy with the way they turned out. So on these note cards, you will see that I put it a little bit closer to the center than I did the outside, and hopefully I've done it right. If not, I'll peel it back up later. But yep, my goal was to get it so that the white wouldn't show when I folded it in half, and I think that I successfully did that on all of them. So that is it for my little project today. So like I said, and there's the coordinating envelopes that go with it. All the details will be posted on my blog tomorrow, so you can take a look and find the note cards and find the stamp set and everything. So I'll have all those out on my blog, all the measurements and everything else as well. Let me know if you have any questions about it. I appreciate you stopping by and spending a little bit of time with me today. And I think that's all I had. And like I said, if you have any questions about the bonus days promotion that's coming up or the joining promotion, definitely let me know. Drop me an email, send me a whatever, send me a note. I'm happy to chat with you more about. Oh, thanks, Christy. Hey, thanks for hopping in. So happy to chat with you more about the joining promotion should you have any questions. And don't forget, again, the clearance rack is updated tomorrow. So yay, go take a look at those stamp sets and check those out. Some good deals, and it looks like it's mostly holiday related things, so that'll be nice. And trimmer blades, don't forget about those either, starting on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Hop on, get your trimmer blades ordered if you need those. So thanks again. Oh, thanks, Catherine. I'm glad that you like the stamp set, and I'm glad you did too. It is a really cute stamp set and really easy to use and really easy to color. So that's the nice bonus about it, is they don't have to be perfect because they're cute little images no matter what you do with them. So again, thanks so much for joining me today. Hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your well, I guess it's probably not afternoon everywhere. It's almost afternoon here. So have a great rest of your day, and I will plan to keep my fingers crossed, plan to see you guys next week, Tuesday, around 11 o'clock. We leave on Wednesday for Greece. So if things are totally crazy and chaotic at my house, I may not hop on Tuesday. We'll see how things are going, but I am planning to, at this point, hop on next week, Tuesday at 11, and at a minimum, at least wave hello and say hi, and we'll see after we get back from Greece. So again, thanks for joining, and let me know if you have any questions, and we will chat soon.